Okay, so here's what your enemy will probably try to do. Kain is a unique combination of both fighter and assassin. He has the ability to choose one of two possible transformations to fit the needs of his team comp. He will likely try to farm up and look for minor skirmishes whilst he earns points towards this transformation. But once mid-game hits and he has his form, Kain is no joke, especially for squishy backliners. Malphite gets a large amount of armor passively from his W, which makes him pretty effective against AD heroes. Here are some tips about your opponent that might come in handy.
Welcome to
Your opponent's champion has a fast clear, so they will try to farm a lot. Ganks will not be their priority. Kain can run through walls. Seems a little unfair, and it kinda is. This ability allows him to gank from unorthodox positions, taking even experienced players by surprise. Along with his dash, it also makes him incredibly slippery in jungle skirmishes, not having to flash or even correctly position to get out of danger. Deciding where to start as a jungler is always dependent on lane matchups. Think it through.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
If one lane is late to the wave, it quite possibly helped with the buff, and the jungler started on their side. Here's a pro tip. You can take down a scuttler's shield on the river with either a smite or CC if you've got some.
First blood.
Don't keep 2 charges on the smite for nothing, especially in the early, so you can transform the smite as soon as possible.
An enemy has been slain.
Try to watch what's happening on the lane. If someone is going to fight and you're around, you can help, or at least see if any summoner spells have been used.
Okay.
Try pinging your teammates that you're going for a gank. They're more likely to be there to help.
Killing spree.
An enemy with their flash on cooldown is a very gankable target. Keeping track of enemy summoner spells will make you a much better hunter. You have strong ganks, but your mid laner can't offer you much in the way of a setup. The enemy mid hasn't got the best escapes though, so this one might be on you to make happen.
Sure.
Information is power, man. Keep in mind sweeper and control wards.
Uh-huh.
Recall, ping, ward, or push. The dragon will spawn soon. Want to know where to go next? Check your mini-map in the lanes for ideas.
Yes.
What time is it? It's dragon o'clock.
An ally has been slain.
Always try to think your gank through, how it will go, and what are your opponent's options for getting around it. If someone is 0-10 and screaming for help, you can mute them. It's too late for them anyhow. And you're better off focusing on lanes where you can win. Try to keep an eye on the mid lane state, especially if you're up to something nearby, so the enemy mid laner won't catch you off guard. If you go for one of the epic monsters, better get your teammates in on it.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, the Herald will spawn soon. Good to know, right?
Sure.
If you spot a jungler on the other side of the map, you can use that to gank or even dive if you have the chance. You have an ultimate on your team with a long, even global reach. It lets you outnumber enemies or get long-range help. Scryer's blooms can help you reveal a chunk of the map and also reveal wards. So, we've made it this far. Here's some post-6 info about your enemy. Kane's ult allows him to take up residence within an enemy champion for a few seconds. Once he leaves, he delivers a terrible burst of damage and dashes away in the direction of his choice. He also never pays rent, scoundrel.
Enemy killing spree. An enemy has been slain. An enemy
Keep checking that minimap. That info is valuable and free. Who doesn't like free stuff?
Okay.
killing spree.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
You'd rather be a warrior on a farm than a farmer in a war. I get it, but it won't win you many games.
Sure.
You're decent at warding. Keep it up. Try to take advantage of this and track an enemy jungler or ping a teammate when they appear on the map.
An enemy has been slain.
It's not nice to keep a dragon waiting. Then again, you won't have to worry about offending it once it's dead.
Yes.
Mid laners just love the blue buff. Maybe you can make them happy with it. Level 6 changes some things. More tips coming. Don't forget to get involved in big team fights, especially around important objectives. When Malphite ults, he dashes in, dealing damage and knocking up enemies. He can follow that up with additional damage and win the fight for his team. Be careful of the enemy jungler, but if you get the chance, try taking the Herald so you can redecorate the enemy towers. Turret plates will expire soon. Try to help the team take down a few more. A smite in reserve is always good in case you have to steal a dragon or something. Boom! Top turret is dust! Perhaps you could throw down some deep wards in the enemy jungle? Herald really likes turret plates, so try feeding him. It's worth it.
You have slain an enemy. Shut down.
As fast as
An
I
enemy has been slain.
Nice. Now sit
An
back and
enemy has
relax
been slain.
and watch the kills roll in. If you see a teammate building a wave on one of the lanes, you can take advantage by destroying towers and getting those sweet rewards. The scoreboard has all kinds of stuff. KDAs, objective timers, and even enemy items. Check them out so you know who to avoid.
Sure.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Yes.
Think about it. Don't you want to leave the red buff to your ADC? It might be a smart move.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Consider investing in some control rooms. It'll pay off. Your duo destroyed the bot turret. If there's something to fight over, they can help you with an objective, or you can help them push another lane. This is the ocean map, so there are lots of pretty bushes and flowers to help you regen life and mana.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Okay, from now on, only ocean dragons will spawn. Their buff increases your health regen. You're crushing it! No reason for risks now. Play it safe, and this game is yours. Here's some tips about your champ. You're playing tank, so your goal is to absorb as much damage as possible and create space for your team. In fights, you can either try to find initiation, or you can protect and make space for your carry. Malphite always wants to keep an eye on the enemy's flash. If the enemy carries don't have flash, they are easy prey for his ult. Mid tower is gone. You can now afford to invade the enemy jungle for their camps, or deep vision if you wish. You've got a ton of gold. Might want to recall? It's gonna happen. Just don't get used to it, and go for it while you're crushing it. Your team is here to kick butt and chew bubblegum. Looks like they're all out of gum.
Yes.
The opposition has balanced their damage types. Think about identifying their biggest threat so you can react.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed.
Back to the fountain for that guy. Taxi! Let's drive this game home. As team fight time approaches, evaluate who the biggest threat on the team is and who you want to turn your focus on.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Great job! Now you can focus on the remaining lanes and neutral objectives.
Killing spree.
Secure your vision around the Baron. He's about to appear. Should you rush him or use it to lure your opponent into a fight?
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Hey, you're crushing them. So you can take a minute to recall and drop some of that gold you're carrying.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Nice! You got them on their back foot, and a dragon has spawned. Come and get it!
Sure.
You're on a bomb run, and the Baron just spawned. You could destroy the enemy wards and take the Baron, or use him as bait for an easy fight. Don't forget your vision score. If you destroy the enemy's vision, they'll be at your mercy, of which you have none. It's generally a good idea to keep track of objective spawns and enemy movement on the minimap. Then, maybe ping the team and try to strategically set up vision. You may not be doing the best farming, but with the way things are going, you might get away with it this time. Hello? That got blood on my monitor. Keep this up, and it'll be a shutout.
An enemy has been slain.
Your team has a lot of AoE threat. Consider baiting your enemy into traps, where you can unleash the Wombo combo. The enemy team has a lot of AoE damage. This means that it's a good idea to avoid fighting them 5v5, especially in confined spaces. Your team is bringing the heat with their teamfight ultimates. If this game descends into wall-to-wall brawls, it could probably favor you guys. The The enemy have a couple of particularly spicy teamfight ults. It could be worth timing their cooldown if you want to try a 5v5.
You just smacked that guy into last season. Keep going. Don't stop until you crush the Nexus.
You have cooked up a total ARAM comp in this game. Consider how you can cause 5v5 fights whenever possible. Maybe neutral objectives can help you with that? Well played. If you go for more inhibitors or neutral objectives, you'll keep the pressure up. The enemy team has the potential to land AoE CC. They will be most effective in confined spaces or if your team groups together in the lane.
Your team has destroyed an
Perfect.
inhibitor.
Now you have super minions.
Okay.
What to do now so you don't let the pressure off? More inhibitors or neutral objectives?
An enemy has been slain.
Sure. I'm moving as fast as I can.
With stronger vision, your enemy won't have a single chance to get back in the game.
Yes.
Don't forget the Baron. His buff will help you push even faster, and you'll crush the enemies to dust. A dragon will spawn in a while. Kill it, and the Ocean Soul, which provides powerful life regeneration, is yours.
Got it.
The enemy team have some serious wave clear. Think about how you can stop split clickers or defend against their secret.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Yeah! You took down the inhib. Now try to use that momentum to push other lanes or get another objective. Your team can smash through minion waves. This will be handy when you are pushing lanes or defending against a siege. There are already very long death timers in late game, and even from one kill a team can gain a lot. Keep that in mind, and be careful of trapping, walking out of vision, and where you channel recall. Think about the biggest threat on the enemy team. What key spells do they have that can mess up your plan and put you in danger? Choo-choo! All aboard the pain train! Next stop, enemy Nexus! In late game, be careful of getting caught, and try not to go alone. Your smite is very important for the team.
Victory!
Woohoo! We did it, pal! Good job! This is the point in the game where the minimap really gets interesting. should be the jungler's favorite show.